What's up, guys? Welcome to week 7, getting my whole predictions slash previews. Your host JR here got IP putting his ads up on the board for anything that's not already up there. If you watch the reaction show, last week we got humbled a little bit, but we're still plus 18 units for the year, so proud of that. And there are some really big opportunities for us to make that number more than up from last week.
Van Pelt, just stay in the fight. Sign up for 60.
I was on UCLA last week. I had UCLA plus 24.5. And then the second half I took Penn State. So that safety at the end covered the second half spread. IP, what's the state of the union over there? What's going on, man? What are we thinking? Is the season just done now? Is it over?
I won't say they're dead, but they're not breathing on their own. The machine's plugged in. I mean, just so inexcusable. I mean, I know our best linebacker got hurt. No excuse. It's linebacker you can't let Nico Mavalava shred you. Just the offense is so much.
The whole coaching staff was there for a day and a half.
The offense is so much cute motion shit, and then when they figure out they don't need that shit, they score and it's too late. Yeah, Drew is actually okay, but
it's because UCLA didn't have a defense.
This is gonna be the year where they fucking probably lose 4 games.
Watch this be the year they lose 4 games but beat Ohio State. Yeah, beat Ohio State.
Franklin gets a lifetime contract. I mean, with the Adidas money coming in with the Bills owner, I mean, we can structure that buyout where we can get rid of him. I think the new athletic director might have the balls to do it because he didn't hire Franklin. He's fired other coaches who have been beloved.
I mean, your $4 million defensive coordinator just got out schemed by a dude that's been there
bad.
For a day.
I love Knowles. Like I told his I'm friends with his sister on Twitter. I told her I'd help her move a body for Jim Knowles. I don't know if that offer's still on the table. I hope that favor's never called upon. But yeah, it's fucking bad.
Well,
and we also our 2027 class. I was all pumped about. I just walked in your house. They're like Khalil Taylor, wide receiver out of Pittsburgh, decommits, and I'm like, fuck.
So we had that, and then last night we had some shit go down. I was on the Giants money line. I mean, that doesn't count towards the units. Those divisional NFL primetime games with those big ass spreads. When are we gonna learn? I mean, Miami covered against Buffalo, down all these fucking people.
New England.
Last week, 49ers beat the Rams, down all these people.
Anytime I bet an NFL team -7.5, it just blows up on me. Luckily, the good people at MGM, that was a free bet, so.
Shout out MGM. Give us a call.
I was pissed with the Eagles last night. I know we were banged up, but so were they. And the Giants just played fuck you football.
I mean, yeah, the best player on either team could be, arguably, Malik Neighbors, and he's obviously not there.
He's
so
elite.
I don't want to hear
crowning him a little too early.
I don't want to hear about Mitchell being out.
But yeah, Jackson Dart, Scatabo, like they're gonna play 3 years the way they play. But yeah, I respect how they play, but I don't think that's sustainable.
And then we had one of the most egregious endings to a MLB. Or any sports series, really, in the playoffs.
It's the Bill Buckner.
I've never seen. Yeah, it really was the Bill Buckner moment. I mean, JT's pointing the first. I mean, watching it live, I saw JT pointing the first. I mean, I'm sure everybody saw that, pointing the first base. I've never played professional baseball. I never played collegiate baseball or even high school baseball. I was a pitcher for Insta Signs. We went undefeated. Shout out, 6th grade year, Capital Little League. But I just, you are the baseball aficionado here. You played college baseball. What's the moment there for the pitcher?
You're taught at every level in baseball to think what happens if the ball comes to you before the play. And he just froze. He blacked out. I mean, I've never seen a series end like that at any level.
Obviously, he's not a Phillies fan. You can tell by his hat. I'm not a Phillies fan. You can't see it, but there's an Atlanta Braves World Series poster or framed picture behind you with Freddie Freeman. Shout out Freddie.
I think Phillies fans, though, I mean, they can't put all the blame on him.
The bats.
Schwarber, Harbor, Turner.
Yeah, I mean Harper. It felt like I didn't watch. I don't have any numbers for this, but Harper felt like a no-show, at least to the level that you need him to show up to.
Yeah, he's been moping around since he didn't get that extension. He wanted an extension when he had like 10 years left on his contract.
That's enough of the pro bullshit. Let's get into why we're here today. And I got a banger to start off Friday. I love this fucking North Texas team. I love them when they're in Denton. To be fair, this was a 3-unit play, and then I found out North Texas gave their students off today to prepare for this game. So they
have off every day, dude.
So that Denton is going to be, if I could just transport there for a couple hours, it'd be awesome.
Are you worried though, because that is the high school night in Texas, that some people might go?
I'm not worried. I think this
the Dillon Panthers are playing probably. The Permian Panthers.
If they win this game, they can make the playoffs. This is the biggest game in their program by far.
Are they the second? No, they're probably the third best team in Texas right
now. Texas Tech.
A&M.
A&M, and then North Texas. Well, it ain't Texas State, and it ain't Texas. I know that.
You love Rice too.
I do love Rice. Would be fourth. I would take Rice over Texas right now. I swear to God, that shotgun triple option is hard to.
That's the Coastal Carolina.
I might add Rice just for respect out of this right here.
Dance with the girl that brought you.
So almost a classic system bet. It's not quite. Denton's going to be lit. They gave the students off. I got them at a pick'em. It started off at -1.5. South Florida was giving points, and then it went all the way to North Texas giving 1.5, which is kind of what I thought it would be right away. And then by the time I got it yesterday, it became a pick'em. So North Texas off a bye, biggest game of their life. South Alabama, South Florida, good defense, but are they a good defense because they beat Florida? Is that why they're a good defense? Why is South Florida a good defense? I got nothing. They beat Florida, and Florida is not that's a rival game. That's a nothing to me. And so
they won in the swamp, man.
You got anything on this? Are you in my hole here?
I mean, I've been on USF 3 times this year. They've covered 3, but I'll probably do North Texas. I'm not gonna do it big though, because I think this game's gonna come down to the wire.
This is a jersey game. North Texas wins this game, I order a jersey.
You got the mean green.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it right away. You do have a Friday night play though, right? You added?
I got 2 Friday nights, yeah.
You want to go on them first? We'll try to do chronological if you can.
Game of the week, Fresno State at Colorado State, 9 o'clock kick. Let me pull up my little notes here.
Fresno State giving 6.5.
Colorado State 1-4. They've been getting smacked around. Fresno State's identity is anytime, any place, anywhere. Fresno State, good rush offense. Even better rush defense. 5-1 since the week 0 loss. I think Fresno State rolls here. The Bulldogs should push the pace of the game. They've scored 36 or more points in 4 of their last 5, and at least 20 in all 5. I think they're going to just expose a team that's probably has a coach on the way out. Colorado State.
Him and his fake ass field goals that he always tries.
Their one win is against Grand Prairie State.
Oh yeah, that's an elite program.
So ride with the Bulldogs. It'll be a no sweat. Put your feet up, have some brews. Fresno State 9 o'clock. That's probably not even a TV game with the other games going on. Then I got Washington. I got team total over 34.5, and then -10.5 down here. Sorry.
I am adding Washington officially to mine as well, but mine's on. Oh, actually, 2 units for Washington.
Rutgers sucks defensively. I mean,
they're traveling.
They have some receivers that can play, but they got to go to Seattle, the Sailgate. I mean, that stadium's loud because
I'm gonna make this 1 unit. One unit.
Every stadium in Washington, they just build it masterfully acoustically, where somehow the crowd just carries. Yeah, Rutgers just isn't built for this type of shit. Like, this isn't easy.
All right, so those are 3 Friday night plays that we have. I'm gonna go right into the first one. If North Texas does what I think they're gonna do, this Bama game becomes a 5-unit play. Right now the spread's 3. They're at Missouri, and here's why you would take Missouri. Missouri is number 1 rush defense, number 7th in pass defense. But are they really? Because
no.
So I put their wins. So Missouri has played Central Arkansas, Louisiana, and UMass. UMass is regarded as top 3 worst programs in all.
We'll get to them.
We'll get to them a little bit. Now, when they played South Carolina, who has Sellers can play. Obviously, he threw for 302 yards and 2 touchdowns. And when they played Kansas, we're going to talk about both those quarterbacks in a little bit. Daniels threw for 223, 2 touchdowns and a pick. So I'm calling bullshit on these numbers. I think Bama is going to start. I don't think they're going to lose another game until potentially the SEC championship.
I'm with. I bought Bama to win the SEC after the Florida State loss. I love the talent they have. I think the board.
Ty Simpson has turned out to be a fucking.
Ty Simpson looks like Joe Burrow if you watch it. He's just so fucking accurate. Receivers are solid. Jam Miller's back. I mean, if Bear makes a best bet on his show, I by default fade him. So he had.
Did Missouri. He take Missouri?
Yeah,
all right, good.
Missouri.
All right, good.
I love Bo Prabula. I mean, Penn State guy went to my dad's high school. Shout out Central York. But Missouri's not fucking built to win this game.
I can tell you this: Missouri's 5-0. It's at home. They're off a bye. Bama's obviously 4-1. If Vegas thought that Missouri was the better team, they would 100% be favored in this game. And I know that sounds like common sense, but it's really not. This is a smash play, I think. I think Bama's going to run for 200 fucking yards. I also have 4 units on Ryan Williams over 68.5 yards as well, same game.
The toughest spot Bo Prabula's played in was he came in at Camp Randall when Aller got hurt. And he was good, but that's nothing compared to playing Alabama.
Kansas and South Carolina. Kansas had 2 receivers over 80 yards, or it was like over 78 yards. South Carolina had 1 receiver over 98 yards. Ryan Williams is probably top 3 wide receiver in the country. Simpson's playing like a top 2 or 3 quarterback in the country. Missouri doesn't have the kind of defense that number 7's saying. I think that's bullshit.
Don't sleep. Williams gets all the hype, but my favorite player on that team is Bernard. The other receiver.
Yeah, they're loaded. They're loaded.
He's a beast.
But Williams is the guy right now. I think we agree on that.
He might be the guy, but Bernard's the heartbeat.
Well, as long as we get to 69, we'll be fine.
Bama, 4 units for me, -3.
4 units for Bama, for Ian -3, so we're on the same side there. And then, I'm starting off heavy this week. I feel like the weeks I do that are typically better. I got Oregon -7. I think it's at 7.5 now, but I got it on.
It's -7.5.
It's 7.5 now. I got it on Wednesday, so I don't know if the number changed since then, but I did take a peek. So a couple things. Cignetti's 1-5 against the spread after a bye, which Indiana's coming off of. Oregon is 8-2-1 against the spread versus ranked teams at home in their last 11. Oregon's always good against ranked teams. I'm not trying to bring up Penn State, but obviously they're always good against ranked teams. Dante's balling out right now. He's way better than I thought he was going to be. He looked way more poised, way more accurate than I thought he'd be able to be. It's in Eugene. I don't see Indiana on the road. I don't have any numbers to back these up, but we faded them against Illinois on the road, and I think they scored 10 points. Illinois won like 53-10.
Indiana won big.
Oh, Indiana beat Illinois, and then the next week we have Iowa against Indiana. That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. So we've been on the right side of Indiana. I feel like we have a really good read on this team.
Here's a stat: Indiana's offensive tackles, when they play Power 4 teams, allow the highest pressure rate in the country.
And I don't know if you watched that D-line against Penn State, but they can get after the quarterback.
Mateo Ugawale, DJ's brother.
Them Samoans, man.
He's probably the second or probably third best DN. The guy from Miami Baines, number 1. Tech guy too, but he's probably third.
So that's a 4-unit play for me, and I'll tell you what, if North Texas does what I think they do and Bama starts, I think that Bama and Oregon are at the same time. I think they're both. Yeah.
Nah, Bama's at noon.
Bama's at noon. Oregon's at 3:30. Yeah. Well, that goes to a 5-unit bet. If Bama and North Texas do what I think they're gonna do. Let's be honest, it's probably going to 5 units anyway. But I love Oregon.
I got Oregon late. I got them at -7.5. I don't fear it at all. And,
and
Bear and all them on their show love Indiana.
Oh, that makes me love Oregon even more. I love everything about. I think Oregon. I think this is I think blowout city. I think this is
Lanning's gonna be on 90 milligrams of Adderall, just foaming at the mouth.
I'll give Indiana 17. Maybe they score against some backups in the fourth quarter, but I think Oregon gets to 45. I think they do. So
Oregon's backups though are like 5 stars. So
yeah. We good on that one? All right,
Yeah,
moving on. I'm a little disappointed in this one. It's only 1 unit play for me for Oklahoma. I love Oklahoma in this game. I think Oklahoma is the far better team than Texas. But shout out our unofficial mascot Lola looking me in the ear. But I just don't know about Matir's hand. I know he's going to play. It sounds like he's going to play anyway. They could probably beat Texas without him, but I'm not confident. I have no idea.
This is what Venables did 2 years ago. He had Dylan Gabriel off with concussion. He had him warm up in full uniform, and then once he came out for the game, he was in shorts. So Oklahoma's not going to tell you anything. You're not going to know who's the quarterback.
Yeah, it's like Utah's coach.
Yeah, it's the same philosophy. Give them nothing. Why in college you don't have to report injuries is just crazy with the game.
For sure.
I don't know.
Texas but Texas sucks, and it's up on the board there. Texas fucking sucks. Everybody says their defense is legit. Their defense Ohio State first game of the year. The first game of the year means so little in college football. Like you can't base
unless you win it.
You can't. Yeah, right. You can't base a unit off the first game of the year. Like you can't tell me Texas defense is a top 5 defense because they beat Ohio State the first game of the year. Like there's no preseason.
I think they're a very good defense that's just tired of their offense.
That being said, I love the under. I'm not playing the under.
The Red River Shootout and an under.
That's why I'm not. It's not on the board. But I see both these defenses are good. I like Oklahoma's defense. I think they are good, and I love them to make Archie Manning's life hell. I would love to say that I was on Archie Manning last week. I watched that debacle in Florida.
We both had it.
He is not right. Something is wrong. I think you mentioned it before the show. Quinn Ewers there. I think this is maybe a top 5 team.
The craziest part about Texas is their O-line's been nasty since Sark got there, and they suck now. And they're all guys that have been in the program. I think they got 1 transfer.
So actually,
they can't run the ball and they can't throw it. But that being said, I fucking think Texas is gonna win this game.
So the line is Oklahoma. Well, what I got.
I don't think Matir's playing. I think Texas is gonna win like 13-3.
If I find out Matir's playing, I feel like I'm saying. If I find out Matir's playing, I will up this to 3 units. If I can see anything. I need to see him throw the ball.
Texas kicked.
He's got a broken fucking finger on his hand.
Texas kicked the shit out of this backup that Oklahoma would have going a year ago.
Makes me love Oklahoma more. It's a revenge spot in the rival game. You know, it's in what's this game in Austin or?
It's in the Texas State Fair.
Yeah.
pretty dope, but yeah. I like Texas. I haven't picked a bet yet though. I think Texas finds a way.
Because they've proven to do that so far.
I think they find a way.
Let me tell you something else. I think Sark is overrated.
He's the Armenian Franklin.
I think that he deserves to lose his job after this year for sure.
I'll take him.
So to his
Take him.
To his credit, he knew not to play Archie last year, and we're starting to learn why. At least not to start him for when Ewers was healthy.
Wildcat package was pretty sick though.
Yeah, less is more with him, but now he's everything they have on offense. So
yeah,
that's not so great. Moving on, I got 1 unit on Temple plus 11. I'm fading Navy after the Commander Cup. That's really my rationale. Keeler's got them playing. They're competitive. This is I won't watch it down to this game. I just think the number's too high. I think.
Well, you're not gonna go on CBS Sports 2, where you can watch it on the app.
I think Navy wins by 8. Something like that.
Yeah.
But this is gonna be one of those like. Hope we'll get the back door at the end or something to that nature. You got anything here?
No.
All right, moving on. Arkansas plus 13. I got 2 units on it. A couple reasons why.
Head to head.
1, they beat Tennessee last year. 2, Bama. Tennessee has Bama next week. 3. Third reason money line is live. Bobby Petrino, I like him. I don't know why you don't like him.
Back,
He's coming back, baby.
The guy crashes a motorcycle with a student aide that he was fucking. Has a neck brace.
Which is like the 5th worst thing he did.
Yeah. So then Sam Pittman just loves his old cold beer with his big man tits. He's like, Bobby, you can come back and be our coordinator. And that leech the whole time has been trying to take that job. And when things went south with the Arkansas defense. I've had Arkansas twice this year. Bobby Petrino's offensive game plan went away. Like, he's like, we're going to suck, so this guy gets fired. This team's not going to rally around that guy. I'm taking Tennessee. In Leland, in Knoxville.
Uh-huh.
Tennessee's getting healthy with their DBs.
What's your number at? I got 13. I saw 12 and a half
I got
recently.
12 and a half.
Oh, did you 12 and a half?
Yeah, fuck Petrino. You know,
all right.
He's going to need another neck brace after this game.
Well, I'll be up so many units by then. This is more like a too many points, see if I can get a cover kind of game.
It's diabolical that I have a wedding tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and then the ceremony starts at 4:30.
You know, once upon a time, 5 years ago, I got married on 10-10, and I believe Notre Dame played Florida State.
And they did not cover.
And they did not cover.
I had Notre Dame huge. Like, this is my wedding gift to John.
Well, I'd like to apologize to whoever's getting married tomorrow, but it's known now that all weddings are 0-1 against the spread lifetime. So, obviously, my wedding didn't pan out, or my marriage didn't pan out. And that's clearly because I got married on college football Saturday.
Fall's not the time. Do it in March. It's cheaper. Right before March Madness.
All right, moving on. I actually love this game more than 2 units. I'm probably going to up this. I don't like Jackson Darnold. This is more of the spot for them. I got Auburn on the money line. I'm not even playing the points. I think they're getting 3.5. I got the money line at plus 190. I said before the Bama game, Georgia was going to lose 3 games this year. They're going to lose to Bama, going to lose to Auburn, going to lose to Georgia Tech. I stand by that. This Georgia defense is not the same. This game's at Auburn. I just don't the same allure. Things are just changing. You know, things are different now.
The silver pant mystique is gone for Georgia. They can't rush the passer.
They can't rush the passer, they can't rush the passer,
and they don't have the best player in this game. Auburn has Chaz Coleman, the receiver, is the best player in the fucking game.
I think Auburn's defense is better as a whole. I think literally the only position that I would give Georgia the upper hand is quarterback, but not by a ton, and then wide receivers, but also not by a ton. Yeah. I think that Jackson Darnold is going to be serviceable enough to win.
This is the oldest rivalry in the South. Auburn fans are insane.
The Deep South.
Deep South,
that's right.
It's not at Jordan Hare, it's at Jordan Hare. And that's how you pronounce it. He was like Sweden or something.
What's it, Virginia, North Carolina, the oldest rival in the South?
That shouldn't even
It's
count.
something like that.
That shouldn't even count.
I have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure it's Virginia, North Carolina.
I have Auburn here with the points. I'm going to sprinkle the money line. I just think it's just Auburn's last stand with Hugh Freeze. Like, they need this game so bad.
One of us has balls, one of us doesn't.
I still sprinkle the money line.
I got a hot take here on the next one. I'm taking Texas Tech minus 14. They're still 30-1 to be national champs, and I think they have the best defense in all of college football. And this backup, apparently this backup quarterback is better than the fucking starting quarterback.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, right.
Shout out Bubba Beal.
Now I will say the ultimate jinx happened. I did just lay down some units on Texas Tech to win the whole thing. So sure enough, they're due for a loss. No doubt.
I got Tech here big.
You got Tech here big. I see this as a 30-point win. I'm gonna up this units. I'm gonna leave it as 2 for the board. If you're looking for some guidance on how many units I think it's worth, but ultimately I'm gonna put this up to 4 probably by the time kickoff.
Kansas just doesn't have the trenches to match up with Tech on either side.
I don't think, and I know like Daniel, and that's what I said we're gonna talk about Daniels again. Their defense sucks.
Will he even make it through this game?
Well, their defense sucks. He's gonna throw 3 picks against his defense. I can almost book that. And I don't think that they can stop Tech, regardless of who's playing quarterback. I think Kansas defense is atrocious after watching them. Unfortunately, I've watched 3 of their games, and their defense sucks.
Tech just shows you what happens when you just hit in the portal.
I mean, they got like 15 fucking guys,
yeah,
right?
The whole team. Like Florida State.
A bunch of mercenaries, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Florida, they got the Texas oil money. Like when Florida State went undefeated, they're the same teams, all portal. Michigan State under Mel Tucker had a year like that, where they had Keon Coleman somehow. They're like, why is he in East Lansing? Oh, money.
Yeah, I mean, obviously...
If you don't hit in the portal, it blows up at you. But if you hit, I mean, you can be Texas Tech.
Yeah, sure. I mean, Utah's not the team we thought they were, but that was still super fucking impressive.
They'll be back. The Utes will be back.
I like Texas Tech. And they're 5-0 against the spread this year.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't we ride? I mean, yeah, they're due for a loss, but like, fuck that.
They're
like,
a cover here away from a shirt.
I mean, they are owed the respect of betting them every week until they don't cover at this point. 5 in a row, like that gets you.
They throw tortillas. I mean, that's I gotta rock with that.
Next one I got, I'm going back to the Wells. Clemson had them big last week. They covered big last week. 1 unit, minus 14. Boston College. Now, I got to look this up. But this game's at nighttime in Boston College.
You're going against an Irishman at night.
What I don't like about this is I'm guessing it's going to be upper 30s, mid 40s in Massachusetts and Boston on but at nighttime on Saturday. I don't know that for a fact. I don't love Clemson going into the weather like that, which is why I'm keeping it at a unit. I still don't fully trust them, which is also why it's 1 unit. But this is what Clemson does every year, it seems like the past 5 years. They lose a bunch of games early, then they stockpile a bunch of wins, and they do it by these large-ass margins so that they somehow sneak into the fucking playoffs.
46, clear skies.
46. I mean, I don't love that temperature for a bunch of Florida or a bunch of South Carolina boys coming up, but at the same time, do we really got to talk about their 5-star, their recruits versus Boston College? Do we really got to talk about Boston College, 1-4 fucking record. I think the only team they beat. I have to double check. I'm pretty sure it was an FCS team. But anyway, all that being said, Clemson has way more talent. Boston College shouldn't score more than 7 points this game.
I mean, I don't know if I'll touch it, but Bill O'Brien can scheme a little bit.
The only thing I got going for, I don't even think, I think most of it would be a Clemson crowd. I don't even think, Boston College is 1-4. Those kids don't give a fuck at this point.
If the Bruins aren't playing, it could be a little lit.
All right, next one, big one, 5 units, classic system play.
You're going 5 on Lincoln Riley?
I'm going 5 on Lincoln Riley. The only worry I have is they got Notre Dame next week. But then I was thinking,
they're a baby.
Nobody really gives a fuck about that rival anymore. The USC Notre Dame rival on the USC side. The USC kids don't think Notre Dame's a rival to them. They don't give a fuck about that. Notre Dame and USC is a national TV rival, so they can market it that way.
I agree with that.
It's not a true fucking rival. One's in fucking Indiana in the Midwest in the heart of the winter and shit. And the other one's in fucking Southern California. Like, what are we talking about?
To me, you got to be able to drive to your rival.
Yeah, or it's got to be a drive. I agree with that. So, well, no.
USC,
well, how long of a drive? Because
from Indiana
because now you're talking
to LA?
No, just in general. Because now you're talking about what about Michigan State, Ohio State?
They're border states.
Yeah, I know, but that's a long ass drive.
So what? They border each other.
Well, I mean, I could drive anywhere. Like outside of Hawaii. You don't have to drive. It's got to be an under 2 hour plane ride, and the state's got to be touching.
Now we gotta fucking look up how far Ann Arbor to Columbus is.
Well, I'm just thinking. Well, even like Bama, Georgia, like Tuscaloosa to Athens.
You can drive.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like fucking 8 hours. Well, regardless, this is a classic system bet. You have
different coasts, it should say.
You have the different. You have the ever since the Big Ten realigned.
Michigan to Ohio State's 3 hours. Come on now.
So, well, obviously that's a rival, but so
that is the rival.
The other thing is with this one, USC minus 2.5 is. I don't have the stat on me, but it's heavily in USC's favor. when the Big Ten teams travel to the West, Penn State last week, it doesn't work well for them. Same way as when USC came to Illinois. We were on Illinois. Same reasons. So I'm going to keep riding it. I'm not going to overthink this. This is a classic system bet. I don't give a fuck. Lincoln Riley's off a bye. 5 units.
They've never beaten a physical
classic
team.
system bets 3-0.
They've never beat a physical team, but that being said, I think this is their time to beat a physical team. If they can't do it here, he never will.
And Underwood looks like he's getting better, but
They don't have receivers really.
But he doesn't have any receivers, yeah. So, I mean, their defense isn't good. USC's defense isn't good. So, maybe they can exploit that. But I just see like a higher scoring game, a typical old Pac-12 game. I see like a 38-31 kind of thing. You know what I mean?
And Sharon Moore's back from Michigan. They lost Biff Poggi.
I'm going to jump off. I'm going to skip these two for a second. Well, I won't skip them. So, I got 1 unit on Old Dominion minus 14. I just think that they're a wagon. I love this team.
Yeah. Shout out Ricky Rain, former Penn State coordinator.
And then I got Utah State minus 1.5. Not a ton of analysis on both those teams. That's just from watching those teams and having those teams both times. 2 units on Utah State. I do like this game more than the units show. It's the last one on my board. I got 1 unit right now for LSU. So they're off a bye. They're not losing 2 games in a row. And it's Death Valley at night. There was a stat that I don't have right now. It's like they're 6-3 and 1 against the spread, coming off a loss at home in conference. Something like that. Didn't matter to me. LSU's a good team. I think that they play better. So, you got anything on LSU?
I'll tell you on that.
I just don't see them losing 2 games in a row. I mean, we were on Ole Miss 2 weeks ago. Watched the whole game. LSU was in the whole game.
Boring.
It was for those 2 teams that you kind of expect a higher scoring game when they meet. It was a boring game, but LSU's good enough to play with Ole Miss, so they're at home and they're given 9.5. I don't have it up there. So, all right, take over. What you got? And then I added Washington 1 unit tonight.
So this first one's very near and dear to my heart. I had the Kent State win total over 1.5. We got our 1. Now we're gonna get our second one.
I said UMass was the worst, top 3 worst teams. Kent State's
probably the second worst team. UMass is the worst team. Kent State here is favored minus 2.5.
Oh shit, we're laying points with
We're
Kent State.
we're laying points. It's weirdly at 215. I don't know who made it at 215, but those kids from Kent, they haven't had a good run. From the Vietnam protests till now.
They know their win total for the year.
They know the win total. This is the time.
Also, real fast, I have a win total on Bama 8.5, 9.5. Sorry, 9.5, and that doesn't count the SEC championship game.
No, I got them to win the SEC, but
anyway, go ahead.
A little different games here. Give me the Golden Flashes. I just think they find a way at home. UMass is just. I think UMass would lose to like every D2 school.
Only the moms and girlfriends of players are watching this game. Nobody else is watching that game.
I'm heavy into this game emotionally, but I won't watch it because I'll be at a wedding of people I don't know. But yeah, you gotta take Kent State here. I mean, come on. How good would it feel to have Kent State as a favorite on your card? It's never happened. This is the time. Second one, Bowling Green hosting Toledo, getting 10.5. This is a big rivalry in Ohio even though Bowling Green's in Indiana.
I like Toledo.
In the MAC, it's a huge rivalry. I just think Eddie George and co can just muck this up. Classic MAC football.
It's too many points to lay in the MAC on the road, so that's why I didn't take Toledo. I think Toledo's a way better team.
Bowling Green's been playing tough, though.
But I'm not going to... Didn't they just... No, it was Ball State. Again...
It's a shame
if the people from the MAC are watching this.
This is one of the biggest rivalries in the MAC, and it's in October on a Saturday.
That's a Wednesday night game.
That is perfect.
People. MACtion people. MAC people, pay attention. Get in our hole. MAC games going Wednesday nights. This is probably for like a fucking It's not for an axe, but it's probably for like a some sort of agriculture.
A spitter.
Something, yeah.
The Indian Ohio spittoon. All right, so we're gonna go Bowling Green. Just I'm just gonna call it a system play. Stanford plus 18.5. Stanford's got a ton of momentum right now. They just got a $50 million anonymous gift where it got revealed who gave the gift. So he was all pumped it wasn't anonymous.
Who was it? Do we know?
Some guy.
Nobody that's okay.
He was an athlete that invented something. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
SMU, I mean, they can put points up. But Stanford, if you watch Stanford at all, they just never quit.
Is that game at Stanford?
Nah, it's at SMU.
I was going to say
but it's at noon. So it's a sleepy spot. Stanford's got the bag now. I mean, I think Frank Reich leading the ship. Andrew Luck. I don't even know what Andrew Luck does. He's just all over the place.
Dude, he's just like a hype man. So I've watched him twice. He's just like sometimes he's in the box with a headset on, and sometimes he's down. He's like Jerry Jones or some shit like that.
He studied architecture, and now he's an architect for Stanford football. I think they can keep I think they're gonna lose by like 17 maybe. But I think Stanford's the classic team. If you faded Stanford in your life, they always have that last drive where they cover.
I feel like they always end up 6-4 against the spread for the year. They're always on the plus side of covering the spread. Yeah.
Like I faded them a lot against BYU, and like the last drive of the game when it does not matter, their foot's on the gas. But that $50 million coming in, I mean.
Yeah, they're a power I team all fucking game, and then when it's time to backdoor, they go air raid 5 wide, and
we're going Nick Foles.
Throw dots all around.
Versus the Patriots offense. I think it's a fun one unit. Just take it. And then the game of the week: Fresno State minus 6.5, 5 units tonight at 9 p.m. Colorado State's one of the worst teams in America.
I'm gonna get in your hole real quick on that. I'm gonna do 2 units. We got a lot of units tonight already.
Fresno State's putting up points. Colorado State gives up a lot of points. Colorado State's primarily a running offense. Fresno State's a really good rush defense. They're top 40 in the country for a non-power 4 team's pretty high. I just think Fresno State, since the week 0 loss, has just ripped off 5 wins. They had a little scare. They got a big lead on Nevada a week ago. And then Nevada kind of creeped back into it. So I think they had their kind of...
Nevada just made my card, though. So I don't put a lot...
So they've kind of had we let our foot off the gas. There's just no... They're going to win. I think they win this game like 35-7. I think it's a bloodbath. Colorado State, their coach is on the way out. They have no momentum.
The guy runs a fake field goal every game.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, nobody's trying to block your
Fresno State with Hainer, I mean, I have a Fresno State shirt from that run. I might have to put it on tonight. The big bet.
I'll be wearing my mean green shit, so.
Yeah, then hold on. My ugly ass Texas A&M. You stay loyal. Elko 8 covers for me. I had to go to Amazon to get an A&M shirt, and they were all XXX or higher. So this is the best I could do. It's pretty ugly, but Marcel Reed, Concepcion, this is their last home game until mid-November. Mid-November, Kyle Field at night again. The weird traditions and male cheerleaders. I don't like any of that, but I love Elko. I love Marcel Reed. Make some plays. If you look at Florida's offense on the road, it's just fucking horrible. I mean, they had a game where they only got 4 first downs on the road. Give me the 12th man, Giga Maggies, the house that Johnny Football built. Mike Elko's just the guy, dude. He's just the guy you gotta back.
My work, I was leaning Florida. It was a no play.
Look at this shirt.
You see that fucking swag on there, you're like, damn.
Only shirt you can get for A&M that's not a 3X or bigger.
I'm hopping in. I'm putting 2 units on A&M, my 7.5. The kid, IP wore he just revealed a fucking A&M
I did
shirt.
Elite Corso.
All right.
Florida's win against Texas means nothing. Give me the Aggies. And then what we got? Rocco Becht, fading Dion. I don't even need to explain. That's my favorite play every week. Rocco Becht with 2.5. That's perfect for Iowa State. I don't care about injuries. Dion just had a surgery. His players are gutless. They won't rally around him. Just give me Iowa State. Just a program that's stable.
Too many injuries for me to get in that hole. They have a ton.
Get in the hole.
They're down cornerbacks. They're down kickers. They're down.
They're from Iowa, dude. They have 10 kickers on.
Iowa State's more like a
Iowa State's like a lunch pail team. They're like what Virginia Tech
That's
was.
Iowa. That's not Iowa State. No. Iowa State's more like a wannabe finesse lunch pail team. They don't want.
Rocco Beck makes the plays regardless. I love him like a son.
Right.
Tennessee, fuck Petrino. That's my. We're getting healthy at Tennessee. We're at home. Arkansas's defense is probably the worst in the SEC. If you've watched them. I mean, Notre Dame could have scored 100 on them. Memphis kicked their ass.
I'm trying to think who else.
Who else Arkansas's got?
Well, no, I'm thinking about SEC defenses real fast. I think we're gonna find out Missouri might actually be the worst defense in the SEC.
Bobby Petrino. I mean, Sam Pittman. Oh, I love. He brought him back. After he had the thing with the teaching aid and he got into a motorcycle crash. On top of the hookers and stuff.
Yeah, people make mistakes.
Sam Pittman and his cold beer and his big tits. He was like, "We're gonna bring this guy back because we're men of honor, and that's what we're about here." And then that snake the whole time.
There's truth to that.
Snake the whole time was conspiring to get the Arkansas job. Poor Sam Pittman, just like the fat pig he is, and we love him. He was taken to the butcher. He was taken to the slaughterhouse. Arkansas
and people ate for years.
Taylor Green, I really like. If he has a year eligibility, I wouldn't mind having him to state college. But they have nothing else. Arkansas's defense is going to get throttled. I mean, when Tennessee and Heupel can run it up on you, they don't stop. And I just love this spot for Tennessee.
Disagree, but every time we go head to head, I win. So I'm just gonna keep rooting for you to go head to head with me.
Miami.
That's right. Yeah.
Washington minus 10.5. I think did we talk about that?
Yes, we did.
All right, team total over Rutgers defense 34.5. I think I saw it was minus 155, which is crazy.
The team total?
For Washington.
Shit. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
still gonna take it. And then Notre Dame minus 23.5. I hate NC State.
I hate NC
Notre
State
Dame
too.
gets them at home. NC State's just so bad.
Same thing I said about USC though. Are they looking ahead? Is it a lookout spot?
There's no look ahead where you have 2 losses.
I agree with that.
So.
Is that all we got?
Yeah.
All right, like we said before, we're plus 18 units for the year. That's coming off a minus 11 unit week, not counting the live bets overall. You got anything else?
At Air Force plus 7. They'll keep it tight with UNLV.
Any other message for we had 30 viewers last week, dude.
Yeah, I mean we're that close to 1 million.
We're going for 31 viewers this week. And I've had a couple texts asking us and a couple calls actually asking us if we take guest pickers. We do. We take guest pickers. I got a couple people wanting to do some NHL picks. Got a couple people want to do some baseball picks and some NFL picks. Love to have you on, even do some college football picks. Until next time, we'll do the reaction show Sunday night or Monday. And hope you get in a hole and count your money.